What?
How you doing?
Are we talking right now?
Yeah.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing a test.
Oh. La, la, la. La, la, la. What are we testing?
To see if it sounds okay.
I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do today?
I hung out with my son.
Oh, okay.
For 6.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
While my husband was on the computer.
What was your husband doing? Oh, I'm sorry. Hosting an event for charity. Yeah.
Shh.
That's just a little taste of what this is going to be like.
You are so loud.
All the fucking time. All right, everybody. Well, this is episode 1 of, over here. Put down your phone. I'm Dan, and this is my wife.
Kylie. Hi.
And this is a little bit of a venture we're going to go on, and we're going to bring everyone with us.
Mind you, it was my idea.
It's fine. Sometimes she has good ones, sometimes she has bad ones. So, we're going to take this opportunity and kind of give everyone a little bit of an introduction to ourselves. I'm going to let that one do it first.
I'm Kylie. I'm married to this one. We've been together for 15 years, almost 15 years. And we've been married for 6. We have 2 amazing children. You can see them in the background. The girl one, this way, is Lily.
The Transformer.
And the boy one is Oliver. Lily is 5 and Oliver is 2. And we met in high school. We became friends in high school and started dating our sophomore year.
No, junior year.
It was junior year?
Yeah.
I thought it was sophomore year. It was
No.
2005.
Yep, junior year.
Oh. Our junior year of high school. And we met in culinary class. Well, actually, no. We had homeroom together.
Yeah.
And
Spanish. Or was it Spanish? Yeah, it was Spanish.
Yeah, it was Spanish. But we met in homeroom.
Yeah.
And that was sophomore year.
Yeah.
And then junior year is when we started dating.
Yeah.
Because what is the main thing that you remember from high school of how we first really started talking?
Who the fuck is Dan Arnold?
Because everyone kept saying Dan Arnold, Dan Arnold, Dan Arnold. I said, who the fuck's Dan Arnold? I was talking to our friend Charlie in homeroom. And I was like, who the fuck's Dan Arnold? And he had his headphones on. I remember he had his headphones on. And I think he had his hood up too. And he was sitting in his desk like this.
I was probably sleeping.
No, you were listening to music. And all of a sudden, he takes his headphone away from his ear and he raises his hand and looks at me and goes, I'm Dan Arnold. I was like, no, you're not. You're Dan. He's like, well, my last name's Arnold. So for a week straight, I called him Dan Arnold.
It probably went longer than that.
I only remember a week. But he hated it. He got so annoyed with me. And now we're married. So there you go.
That's it. Whole story. Podcast over.
No. Today's topic is about high school sweethearts. Because we are high school sweethearts. Give you a little background stories about us from high school. And talk about high school sweethearts in general. How they last? Do they not last? Things like that.
I mean, do they?
Not all the time.
Oh, okay.
We are a rare breed.
The exception?
Yes, we are the exception to...
Hashtag Paramore.
We are the exception to the rule.
Sometimes. I don't know. Obviously, we're talking about 15 years ago. So that's a ways back. But, yeah, sophomore year was mostly... We had a bunch of classes together sophomore year.
I only remember homeroom and Spanish.
We had homeroom in Spanish with, what's his face?
JT.
No.
Oh, you mean the teacher?
No, yeah. Snape?
That's Harry Potter.
Yeah, Snare?
It was not Snare.
I don't know.
It was an S, but the Snape is Harry Potter.
French guy that I couldn't understand that spoke Spanish.
He was Haitian.
Haitian, sorry. But he taught French and Spanish, and I didn't understand a word he said. And then on top of that, I had advanced credits in Spanish, so I didn't even care. That didn't really help. I also cut a whole bunch sophomore year, so
yeah,
like,
that's why I don't even really remember you being in that class.
I wasn't really in that class.
No.
Well, we had culinary together too.
That was junior year.
Well, yeah, but you had like baking while I had Purdy, so like
Yeah,
we would
but-
still see each other a bunch.
Yeah, but we really didn't like connect, air quotes connect, until junior year.
Well, we had a lot more class together junior year
Yeah.
because we had what, Mrs. Miller, and then we had Mr. I can't remember his. He was. I can't remember. It was like social sciences or something like that. What was that class? 3-4 class. I remember we read that awful book. I don't know. I can't remember right now. It's probably not important, but I remember his face very, very vividly. But that class, so we had like our whole morning was together. And then
Who was the math teacher?
my
that
math
we had
teacher
to-
was Mr. Sally.
No, we had Sally's class together, but we also had.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. We had the Sally's class together, didn't we?
No, you just always came in
Um.
because I had Sally's class and you had science because you weren't good at math.
Nope.
And you would come in to get his order in the morning, and then he would pick on me
Oh,
because
all right,
like
so,
whatever the stupid song you played at morning
all right,
at the morning
so
meeting
background.
was.
We went to a technical high school.
Fair.
So when Dan is referring to me coming in and taking his order in the morning,
Not my order, the teacher's
order is we had in sophomore year I was in baking and I was also in hotel restaurant management. And in hotel restaurant management, we managed the school's restaurant. So we had to go around to the different teachers and get their orders
Mr.
for lunch.
Concietti. Mm.
Yes, Mr. Concietti. Shout out.
Shout out Mr. C.
Oh, I loved him. The little Italian man. He was so cute.
He retired with us.
Mm-hmm. He did. So yeah, I would come in the morning and get Mr. Sally's order, and then I would hang out in the classroom because Dan was in there.
And I would always catch shit because you were class president, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and she had to do the morning
But
announcements.
that was junior year.
And her whole thing was like playing like
Oh,
music or some shit, and I would walk into the classroom and Mr. Sally, my math teacher,
but mind
would-
you, this was when we were already dating
Right,
for a
right.
while. Like,
but he
this
would still
wasn't.
make fun of me.
Well,
He'd be,
yeah.
Like we'd be like, oh, I walk and be like walking on
Oh,
sunshine.
but yeah, because I didn't have a like wasn't able to pick the music. That was the principal who picked the music.
Whatever. He blamed her, and then I got yelled at for some reason.
That's just what happens.
Right. But yeah. So, do you remember what actually even started us dating?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I remember because I remember this. Well, first, Dan, I can't remember if he asked me out or if he was talking to one of our friends who who had talked to me about him
Her
or
name was
something.
Gina.
Yeah, Gina.
I remember things.
And I can't remember, but
class was
Dan wanted to ask me out or something. And I was like, oh no, I don't want a boyfriend right now, blah, blah.
And then like 3 days later, she got a boyfriend.
It was like a week
What
later.
a bitch.
And for a month,
He
I
drove
saw-
a Hearst.
no, that wasn't him.
Oh, whatever. One of them drove a Hearst.
No, that was not in high school.
No, that was in high school.
No,
Yeah, Eddie was in
Ed
high
was
school.
not in high school.
Yes, it was. She's crazy. I
No.
remember.
I
He picked you up in his Hearst.
don't remember. Now, okay, so in the 15 years that Dan and I have been together, we have separated a few times, but we were it was weird. Like, we weren't together, but we were
Just making it awkward.
we were still together. No, it's not. No, I can make it awkward,
Wow.
but I'm not.
Wow.
So we were together, but we still weren't together. So instead of saying, oh, well, we were together for like 3 years and then we broke up for a couple months. No, we've been together for 15 years.
Sure.
Fair.
I don't tell people we were together for 10 and then apart for 6. Like, doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, that's why I say we were together for 15 years.
Yeah.
But if they hear me or you talk about other people that we've been with, it's like, oh, well, I thought you were together for 15. No.
Sure.
Technically, yes, but technically, no.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyway, so go ahead, tell the story of how...
Yeah, so one day she asked me to prom, but she had a boyfriend. Didn't really make much sense to me.
And prom was in...
May? It
May,
was like October.
and this was October.
It's like the week before Halloween. Hey, do you want to go to prom with me? Mm-hmm. You have a boyfriend. But sure, I'll go to prom with you.
Remember why I said I wanted to go prom with you?
I don't remember.
Because
I know where we were. We were in the line to get lunch at on the deli side.
Yeah, on the sandwich side.
I remember that.
Well, no, you were in line. I came and found you in line.
Oh, whatever.
But I said I wanted to go with a friend.
Oh, yeah. That didn't happen.
No. Because by the time it was prom, we were dating.
For like 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I started dating this guy, but it wasn't even dating. It wasn't him. Anyway, I started dating this guy, and I saw him the day we started dating, and then I didn't see him again until the very end of the month. And I just, like, texted him, and I was like, this is, like, what the heck? Like, no. And then, the end of November of 2020, I almost said 2015. 2005 is when Dan and I started dating.
God, that was a long time ago.
I know. Haley was a few months old.
Haley's our niece.
Haley's our niece. She's 15.
She's 15. Yeah, she's 15.
She's 15.
Ironically, though, No, I didn't meet Haley, but I met your family before we started dating.
Well, yeah, because sophomore year you came to my Sweet 16 birthday party.
Yeah, it was sophomore year. Yeah.
And my best friend, her name's Christy. She was humongously pregnant with Haley.
I barely remember that.
And I do.
I remember
Adam, who is my brother, sitting on the couch, and then Christy sitting next to him, and she had her knees up, and her stomach completely fell over her knees.
I can't remember. Was it me and Jess Zito, or was it me
and
Gina?
Austin.
Right? Yeah, Gina Austin.
It was you and Gina Austin.
We got lost.
Yeah, and then my dad had to come pick you up.
I think it was your mom, but maybe I can't remember. I
No,
thought it was
dad.
you and your mom, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, it was my dad, and then
But yeah, they came and picked us up like on the corner.
Yeah.
Like, they just found us, basically.
No, you called me.
I know. Relax.
You relax.
But yeah, so then we ended up coming, and I met I think I met her whole family that day.
Well, yeah.
Probably. I don't remember meeting Zach until, it's weird. I don't even know if I, like, have a first memory of Zach.
Excuse me. Zach is my older brother.
So wait, Zach was still in high school then, right? 2
Yeah,
years, so
Zach,
he was a senior.
Uh-huh.
When in his sophomore year, I don't know. I don't remember Zach being around much when we were dating in high school.
Zach was there.
I don't know. I don't really remember him. Adam, can't forget him because he's Adam.
He's Adam.
But yeah. So that was weird, I guess. And then this is probably one of her favorite things ever. Do you remember our first Christmas?
Do I remember? Oh. Yes, because I don't know how to spell. And I swear to God, I didn't know how to spell Daniel because I just wrote Dan, so I don't know how to spell Daniel. So Dan, I don't know if he still is, but when we first started dating, he was more of like a cat person.
No.
I don't know if he's more of a dog person now.
I was a cat person because I lived in a house with 5 cats.
Okay, well...
That's
anyway,
not my fault.
So, and Dan is a huge Flyers fan. So for our first Christmas
we should have brought him. We have him still.
Oh, we do. But he's all the way back in our closet.
He's pretty far back there, yeah.
Yeah. So, memories. Shoved back in the closet. So,
Speaking of a time he got shoved in a closet.
We'll get into that later. Anyway, so I went to Build-A-Bear, and I built Dan, a cat, stuffed animal, dressed up as a Flyers player. And it was really cute. It had ice
adorable.
skates and little hockey pants
really cute.
and a helmet.
Yep.
So I go to name him, and I named him Daniel Joseph. Daniel Joe? No, Daniel Joe.
Well, it's not Daniel Joe,
well,
but yeah.
because Dan's middle name is Joseph. So, Daniel Joe.
Yeah.
So, it's Christmas, and I give him the thing, and he opens it, and he looks at the thing, and I didn't spell Daniel right. I spelled it Denial instead of Daniel. And to this day, I'll never live it down because... And I call him Denial sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll be like, and he answers me because... we've just been together that long, and it's just a joke between us. So,
she won Christmas because it was hysterical and it was cute. But man, was it funny when...
What'd you get me for that Christmas?
I don't know. I don't remember.
See,
it wasn't as cute as that. That's
nope.
for sure.
I won Christmas.
No, but I remember winning our birthdays that coming year. Because I remember I got you, like, all these little things from, like, the corner store. Like, I got you, like, hugs and kisses.
Oh, my God. Dan, when he lived at home, and I say at home, like, with his, like, mom.
It's because it wasn't very long during our process of dating.
He lived near a corner store, and the corner store had, like, the best snacks. Like, nacho cheese, sunflower seeds, hot... chips,
hot fries.
It wasn't like a hug.
Big hugs.
It was like a barrel.
The guzzles, right?
Yeah.
The guzzles,
yeah.
Big guzzles or whatever.
And all these different snacks. And I would tell Dan, like, Dan, I'd put on my cute face and be like, Dan, can you get me some corner store food?
Her cute face isn't any good anymore. It's now she makes Lily do the cute face.
Yeah. And he would bring me in corner store food. Oh my God, it was the best, the freaking best.
I don't know.
And
what
now
is
you
so...
can't.
Mainly
the problem because of the nacho cheese sunflower
it's like
seeds.
that. Kylie's corner store growing up was 7-Eleven.
Right. I didn't grow up. I grew up. I don't know what.
You just didn't have a corner store.
No, because
you live in a circular.
Well, the area that I lived in didn't have corner stores.
Didn't have corners.
Yes, it did. Oh my God! But where Dan grew up. We didn't grow up very far from each other, but where
15 minutes.
But where he grew up, they were known to have corner stores. Then they had like deli. It had like a deli, and like you could go and buy like snacks and sodas and
dollar hoagies
and cigarettes. I'm not a bologna fan, but the bologna was good.
I'm just talking about dollar. Like for $1, you would get a hoagie.
Yeah, but I'm saying the corner store bologna hoagies.
She doesn't understand what I'm getting across here. I'm saying for $1 you would get a hoagie. Now it's like $3.75. It's not the same world.
That 15 years.
Not the same world.
Because right now we're in Miss Coronas. So there's a big difference between now and 15 years ago.
It's true. It's
true. Anyway, so. But yeah, we are high school sweethearts. And when we tell people that, they go, "Oh, that's so cute." And we both go, "Oh." But it really is because not a whole lot of high school relationships last. Like, can you remember any of the couples that we went to high school with and like thinking that they were going to last?
I mean, like, we know of two that did, right? Or is it more than that? I know Jessito and her high school.
Oh, and
then
Kat.
And Kat. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't.
They're the only two that I can think of.
I don't necessarily know.
But our high school was very small. In our graduating class, there was probably between 100 and 150
well,
kids.
Well, not even that. Even in the entire school, there was less than 700.
Right.
So we were very, very small.
Mm-hmm. So in our graduating class, there wasn't a whole lot of kids.
It was 130, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was the number.
So to have, including us, 3 couples. But
well, I mean, not even that. Like, even if I look at my friends, like I don't think any of my friends married their high school sweethearts. If I'm thinking about it, no. No. But a lot of our friends are having babies right now. Fun fact.
That's because of Miss Coronas. They were bored.
Maybe.
Had nothing else to do. Us, on the other hand.
We already had babies.
We already had babies. We had plenty of babies. 2 is enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've said this to, I've had friends that struggled finding, the person that they were going to spend the rest of their life with. And I mean, I've always said to them that I was just lucky and just blessed, fortunate, because I'm just being honest. Like, in other than the periods of time that we were apart, it never really mattered. It was never even a thought, so.
No, because we were always still.
Yeah, other than, I'd say like a 6-month period of time. That was probably like the longest period of time where like we were far enough apart, I'd say, but even then.
What, you mean back in 2010?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that.
We don't have to get into that because that's not about high school. But yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know, I guess it was an interesting time. I'm trying to think of like, so like in our senior year, so at this point we had been dating for almost a year at that point. I was talked into joining ROTC.
What? I don't even know why I snorted. Excuse me. Oh, goodness gracious. Why didn't talk you into ROTC?
Sure you did. Oh, by the way, I dropped these before we started.
White Claw. Hashtag not sponsored.
So if this explodes, we'll laugh.
It's gonna be. It's all over your.
That's why I moved the good playmats.
OMG.
I knew that was gonna happen.
We'll get into that later too. What playmats
My
are.
hands are all disgusting. Now I'm sticky. Great.
Anyway.
That's all over the place.
Fuck. So yeah, in our high school, one of the classes was JROTC, and I started junior year. I started in it, and in senior year, I became the lieutenant colonel. I was the squadron commander of the squadron, and Dan wasn't in it junior year, but I convinced him to join it senior year with me, so then we could be in a class together.
I think it was so I could go to the military ball.
Oh yeah, do you remember that the
skank ass dress?
That was junior year.
That you wore to the military ball. Yeah, I remember the skank ass dress.
Was that junior year or senior year?
It was junior year. Yeah, skank ass dress.
Listen, back in the day, okay, when girls used to scrunch, I think that's what it was called. You would flip your hair over when it was still wet and take a whole bunch of mousse or gel and scrunch your hair, like scrunch it real good, and then put a whole bunch of hairspray in it. I did that and had this like halter top short black dress on.
Skank ass dress.
Don't ask me where I don't even remember where I got that dress from.
I'm gonna bet it was from Christy.
No, it wasn't from her. Christy wears black, but Christy wouldn't wear that kind of dress. But I don't even know where I got it from. But anyway, I don't remember senior year military ball.
I do.
I don't remember.
Because I was in my blues.
I know you wore your dress blues, but I remember what I wore.
Not a skank ass dress.
No, I don't think it was. But anyway, I convinced Dan to join. And you liked it.
I did.
Don't act like you didn't have fun.
I mostly liked it because I became good friends with what's his name?
Adrian.
No, not Adrian. I meant the teacher.
Oh. Sergeant Snyder.
Sergeant Snyder, yeah. So I ended
Shout
up
out.
because like I had so many extra credits, so I ended up having 2 free periods a day. So my first period would be I was their like teacher's assistant, and I didn't do anything except for like I don't know, occasionally mark tests, really just file paperwork, and then mostly play RuneScape, if I'm being completely honest.
During class, I just sat in the back and talked to Sergeant Snyder,
and
then I got A's.
I didn't really do anything. Like, it was, I don't know. And it counted for our gym class, which was a whole other thing.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it was a physical education class.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All throughout high school, I only had gym once.
Oh my god, do you remember the sweatsuits that we had to wear?
No.
I absolutely hated that.
Oh, wait, the ROTC ones?
Yes. They were so uncomfortable.
I don't really remember them.
Also, because I think that I was given a size that was too small.
I don't know. I don't
But
remember.
it was all gray.
I remember those like hideous skirts that you guys got senior year.
I liked the skirts. I hated the pants. But the thing was, we had to still wear those, the loafers or whatever they're called. I wanted heels, and then of course, a year after I leave, they get the friggin' heels.
They were only there for 2 years, Kylie.
I don't care.
They started our junior year. It's not like they started our senior year.
I don't care.
Just let you know.
I remember my parents being mad that I joined ROTC, but my dad is a
Why
vet.
would your dad? Yeah, because it was Air Force and not Navy or some shit like
Hoorah.
that.
Is that what they say in the Navy?
Oh fuck! Why would I know? I don't know.
I don't know. You should ask my dad.
Call and Skip.
No, Skip doesn't feel good today. Skip is my dad. If you ever hear Skip is my dad, and I do address my dad and my mom by their first names, and I've done it since I was little, and we just go along.
And then she gets mad at Lily when Lily does it.
No, I think it's funny.
It's
Dan
not
gets
funny.
mad.
It's not funny.
And my mom is Deb, but it's funny because Dan's mom is also named Debbie.
Dan's mom.
I don't call her Dan's mom.
Well, no shit, but it's Dan's mom.
But it's funny how your mom and my mom are both named Debbie.
It's ironic.
Like, I think it is ironic. And we are also born 5 days apart from each other. Same year. So that, I think, is kind of weird, too.
So she's old.
And then it's funny.
No, it's weirder because our kids are born 3 days
Yes,
apart.
our kids, Lily is May 13th, 2015. Oliver is May 10th, 2018. So they are almost exactly 3 years apart, which is really weird.
Yeah, a little creepy.
But yeah, we got off topic.
A little bit.
But anyway, because if you hear us refer to Skip and Deb, that's my mom and dad. Also Nana and Pop. We call them Nana and Pop too. But Skip and Deb are my parents. And then Deb, or Debbie, is Dan's mom. I call her Debbie.
I don't even know what any of these words mean.
Anyway.
Debbie.
Oh my god. Speaking of parents. Junior year prom.
No, hold on. No, wait, let's go back. Hold on. Let's not go
What?
to junior prom. Let's go. Was it Christmas junior year? Do you remember the time that our parents first met?
Yes. Oh my god. This was like, where were we?
I know where I was. Oh,
I was with you.
did you come?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I did.
All right,
was in
hold
the
on.
car.
I
'cause-
remember.
No, I.
No, yeah, you had to be in the car.
But I don't
That
remember
makes
where
sense.
we were. I
Hold
think
on,
it was Aunt
hold on,
Cindy's
stop,
house.
Stop. Yes, it was. It was Uncle Bob's. But I just, in my mind, I remember your parents didn't let you go downtown with me to see the light show at Macy's.
My parents. I am the only girl out of 6 boys or 6 kids. I have 3 older half brothers and 2 brothers.
She has 4. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And I am the only girl. So I was a little bit more not sheltered, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
They didn't let her go downtown to see a light show.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
Anyway, so we
But apparently, I guess that is what happened. A week later,
we went to
Uncle Bob and Aunt Cindy's
to make cookies, right?
I can't remember where they lived at the time.
I don't remember, but it was near like Doylestown, like it was not near where camp,
Yeah,
like where I used to go to camp.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was in the car because I was the one who had to call my parents. My parents are both nurses.
Oh, I just burped through my nose.
That's disgusting.
Ugh.
My parents are both nurses. So we went to Dan's, Aunt Cindy, and Uncle Bob's house to make cookies. They do that every year. I don't know if they
Christmas
still do, but it was
I have
Christmas
no idea,
cookies.
but I did it for like, I don't know,
and
10 years of my life at least.
We're there, and Dan's mom, I don't remember how it happened, but she got bit in the face by a dog
As we were leaving.
as we were leaving. And she was bleeding really bad from her lip. Like, she had a
got
hole in her lip. It was
Fucked
bad.
up.
And
Hi, I'm Dan's mom.
well, Dan says to me, Kylie, can you call your parents and have your parents look at my mom's lip? And I'm like, thinking to myself, this is the first time my parents are going to meet your mom, and this is how they're going to... I'm like, okay. So I call my mom and like, Mom, Dan's mom got bit by a dog in her face. Can you or Dad take a look? And my parents have always been like that. Like, we used to go to a campground up in Upper Black Eddy in Pennsylvania, and all my friends, if they would fall on the rocks and get hurt or something, everyone would come to my parents to check them out before going to the hospital or something, because they're like, oh, they're nurses, let's get their opinion first to see if we have to do something, put more medical intervention into it. So Dan's mom, Debbie, walks into the house, and with her mouth, like blood all over her mouth, she's holding her mouth with tissue, and my parents are standing in the kitchen looking. I'm like, this is like, I don't even know.
Long story short, my mom went to the ER that night
and got stitches in her mouth because it was like, there was like a hole, like a bad hole. I don't remember if it like was all the way, but there was a hole.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was senior year. No, I'm trying to remember. A lot of the times that our parents had to like be with one another during high school were, it was always filled with some unfortunate time. I can't remember, was it junior year or senior year that at my birthday I got mono?
That was your 18th birthday.
So that was my senior year.
And
right?
I remember that because I remember going to your house. It was at your mom's house. And I'm like, my mom, I called my mom to come pick me up. And I was like, Mom, can you come inside and look at Dan because he doesn't look very good? And Dan literally had 2 grapefruit size bumps on the sides of his neck. And my mom was like, you need to go to the hospital. And he had mono.
I'm not kidding. It's like,
see, kids, that's what happens when you play hockey and share water bottles with your hockey player
I didn't get mono
friends.
from like some random makeout. No, I got mono from hockey. Yeah, that's a real thing. But it's really weird because all I remember is like, I vividly remember that conversation with your mom. And then
you were really sick.
And
I felt bad at your party because you were sick.
Like, I remember because it was a surprise party, right?
Yes.
Didn't you guys surprise me? I don't even remember. This is how like sick I was.
This was
the one that Danielle and Nolan.
Oh, then it was a surprise.
Wrote like RuneScape all over the thing. Like,
I don't remember where you were, but it was a surprise.
But yeah, all I remember is like I was not feeling good, and I remember this conversation with your mom, and then I swear to God, I slept for like 6 days. I slept from the day before my birthday until Kylie's birthday, and then I woke up and then went to dinner at Red Lobster with Kylie's family. But for like 5 days, I don't remember or like I don't recall any of it.
Because you were sick.
I was like, mono is a fuck up sick. I don't. My mom swears that I ate dinner with them. She swears that like I got up, I took baths, I took shower, whatever. Like I don't remember any of it. I just remember like sleeping. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
It was miserable.
I felt so bad. You were so pale. Well, you're already.
And then
pale,
it pissed me off because I couldn't play hockey the rest of the year.
Oh my God.
Because of the freaking stupid spleen thing. Get the fuck out of here.
What spleen thing?
Apparently, like when you have mono, like your spleen could be like ruptured easier.
I've never
or
heard
some
of that.
shit. I don't know. I couldn't play hockey for the rest of the season. I couldn't do contact sports for 6 weeks after mono. It was the rest of the season. It was bullshit.
I've never heard of that.
Facts. Anyway,
Excuse me.
I'm trying to think.
I was nervous, so I had to be drinking some White Claws.
Oh, that's fair. I'm trying to think of like other funny or like memorable things. Like I remember like our senior year we had I know we had like Purdy together. No, because that's the thing. We had a couple classes together senior year, but I remember Miss Frayne.
Miss Frayne, I love her.
Yeah, Miss Frayne.
She's still at Swenson.
Oh, that's cool.
I follow them on
Facebook.
Facebook and Instagram, and they have.
I'm friends with some of our teachers on Facebook.
You are
Mr. Lent.
Mr. Lent. Oh
I'm
my
friends with Mr.
God!
Lent.
Everybody had a crush on Mr. Lent. I joined track because I had a crush on Mr. Lent. He was also my history teacher, too. But I joined track because I had a crush on him. But everybody had a crush on him, like all the girls did.
Why do we have a crush on like a 6'4" bald dude?
I don't know.
Like Mr. Olson, I get that. Mr. Lent?
I don't remember Mr. Olson.
He was the other social studies teacher.
Oh,
He taught American history.
I didn't like
Fun
him.
fact about Mr. Olson. I had him for two completely different history classes.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that, but
Yeah, it was
that
a motorcycle.
loud.
2 completely different history classes, but his final paper, each of them was the exact same thing. I did the same thing twice. Got an A on both.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? I'm just trying to remember, like...
No, I have a thing. Okay, so...
No, hold on. Back to Mr. Frayne. I need to go back to Mrs. Frayne. Do you know what I had to do our senior year?
That's when I was the class president.
Yeah,
was senior year.
It was senior year that a lot of this stuff happened. But what did I have to do, Kylie,
I don't
senior
even
year?
remember why we did that.
What?
Why did we have that?
It was for, like, Spirit Day or some shit.
Oh. Dan, our school mascot was the lion, and I was the senior class president, or was it senior year?
Yeah, it definitely was senior year, because I remember it was Miss Frayne that, like, begged me to do it.
Dan dressed up in the lion costume.
Facts. Do we have pictures of that?
In the yearbook. I still have my yearbook.
I still have my yearbook.
Yeah, Dan dressed up at, like, he was so sweaty when he took that costume off.
What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Oh my god, so I keep snorting. I think it's because I'm nervous.
Probably.
Anyway.
I was a fucking lion.
Yeah, but
like, we didn't have, like, an official... we had an official mascot, but we didn't have a person that was an official mascot.
No, because, again...
Well, our sports teams also sucked, and I was the captain of the soccer team senior year. We sucked.
Also, our school was so small that we didn't have...
Well, we had
soccer,
baseball, we had basketball, we had soccer.
But we didn't have football.
We didn't have a football team.
Our school was too small to have a football team.
We had track and field, and if I recall, the track and field team was pretty good.
Yeah. I was long distance. I didn't do good.
The senior year, the soccer team made the playoffs for the first time. I
really like the hoodie, though.
But... yeah.
Should have been, if it wasn't hot in here. Well, all the windows are closed.
Oh,
but I would have worn my
whatever. Yeah.
I'm about to get it. My hoodie.
It's right there.
Because we are also doing a video version of this podcast as well. And Dan was on the soccer team. What year was that? Junior or senior?
I did soccer all 3 of the 4 years I was there.
And Dan has a hoodie. It's blue.
I don't think I
did. And it said Swenson above, and it had a big soccer ball on it. Well, I, being his girlfriend at the time, hijacked the hoodie, and I kept it, and I still have it.
Yeah. And
I wear it sometimes. Now that it's starting to be fall and it's starting to get colder, I've been wearing it, and that kind of what sparked my idea of this particular topic for the podcast was the hoodie, kind of because I was putting stuff away in the closet and I saw it, and that's what kind of kick-started my creative juices. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've never done this before. Dan is a seasoned veteran.
Sure.
Anyway, so to my story. Cute stories. Cute stories about Dan. I don't have many cute stories about Dan, but these are some cute stories.
All right, let's see where we're going to start with this.
So, Dan and I, for our school, kids from all around the city would come to the school. It's not like an elementary school where, like, you had to live within the vicinity of the school.
You had to get into the school.
Right. So, for our high school, kids from west, south, north, wherever would come to the school. So, we had to take public transportation to the school. So...
There were school buses, too.
There were, but not... They were for the kids who were mentally challenged or mentally disabled. They would take those school buses. Mm-hmm. So, Dan would... Now, I lived... Taking the bus, now this is the whole ride, getting off the bus, walking home, probably about a half an hour.
No.
Process for Dan. Yes. To get to the stop, then to walk.
To get to school?
No, I'm talking about after school.
To get home?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dan...
So we would get out at what, 2:45?
I think so.
We'd get out at 2:45. At 2:45, we'd go out, get on the what were they called? The buses that were
charter buses.
The charter buses. So we get in the charter bus.
Sometimes you had to because those charter buses
there was like 3 of them. No, I don't think we ever really had a problem.
No,
to be honest.
But anyway, so the point of my story
is we would get on the bus, We would take the bus on the 14. It would be about 15 minutes. So probably about 2:50 to 3:05. Kylie, we would get off the bus.
But wait, we would get off the bus, meaning Dan
Right.
would get off at my stop
Right.
and walk me home.
Right.
And then Dan would walk back to the bus stop, get on the back on the bus, and then he would go home.
I would do it differently too, because the timing worked out to where
you could take the other
drop
bus.
you off, walk you up to your house, and then walk down the street and get on another route bus, and then meet up with all the people that I would normally ride with anyway, because we all lived in the same neighborhood. There was like a group of like 5 or 6 of us that all lived right near each other.
Mm-hmm. And then when Dan would come to my house, like on like the weekends or something, he would take the bus, get off of the bus, and then ride his green razor scooter to my house.
For the record, I still have one.
Why?
Because you bought me one for Christmas.
Last year.
Only because Lily thought Santa was bringing me one.
Yes. Lily wanted a scooter for Christmas, and we got her a scooter for Christmas, and she wanted Santa to bring Daddy a scooter too.
Yeah.
So Santa got you a scooter that you went in high school.
Right.
But this would every day. I don't know. Remember if you did it before we were dating?
What, scooters?
No. Walk me home.
No.
But
why would I do that?
Hook and reel, buddy. Hook and reel.
No.
Wow.
No. I already had you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Anyway.
But it was just really cute that he would...
This isn't even what I thought you were going to talk about.
What do you think I was going to talk about?
My amazing mixtapes.
That was the next story.
There you go.
I still, to this day...
Have some.
No, I have all of them.
Probably. I don't know. I made like 1 billion. She doesn't have all of them.
We used to have a love crate.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a
Hold
crate.
on. The reason we had a love crate is because you put all of our shit in a crate when we broke up.
Mind you, the crate was green, and that's Dan's favorite color. It was a love crate. And it was compiled of all the stuff that Dan has ever given me. Letters, mixtapes, mixed CDs, excuse me.
Mixed CDs. What are CDs, guys? Anybody?
Everything. But anyway, Dan would make me mix CDs.
That's what we should do. I should put like sweet high school music to the back of this. That'd be funny.
BB Mac.
BB Mac. Oh
back
my god.
Here.
I got so hammered for the first time in my entire life when we broke into...
Off of wine coolers.
No.
Yes.
No, we had vodka and we had like fuzzy navels and shit. We got fucked up. I was like, how old were we?
I don't know.
Was that senior year, right? That was senior... it was the summer after senior year, right?
It might have been summer from junior to senior year.
I don't think so. I think it was summer... No, yeah, it was. It was junior or senior. That's right, because the senior year I went and worked. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was from junior to senior year, and the group of us were camp counselors at Roosevelt Playground, and we broke in. Well, we didn't break in because we had keys, but we went in on a Saturday night and got totally fucked up, played with all the karate equipment that they have in there, and beat the, like it was just we got messed up, and then I got really really drunk at like 2:30 in the morning. Put your fucking phone down. And I called Kylie.
I'm looking something up.
And left her a voicemail of me singing BB Mac Back Here.
Yes.
Facts. I was
and then
drunk.
The very next mix CD had BB Mac Back Here on it.
Facts.
And I lost it because it's the funniest thing ever.
It's pretty funny.
Dan was sweet in high school.
I'm still sweet. I just don't have to be as much.
If you're listening to this audio, you can't see my face, but it's like, bitch, please. Bitch, please. No, Dan is still sweet, but it's not like it was when he was in high school. No, we've been together for too long, so we're comfortable. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, though. Because... we don't do nice things for each other anymore.
No. Yeah.
Just kidding. But I'm not.
So mix CDs. I mean.
Do you remember for Valentine's Day they did those? They were stupid. It was a bag, and it had like a little, like teeny tiny stuffed animal sticking out of
a
it.
little teddy bear on it.
Yeah, I still have that you got me.
Yeah.
Dan got me an Ariel stapler. Don't remember if that was high school or not, but I have that.
Her favorite princess is Ariel.
It is.
And I got her a stapler, whatever.
Because I'm a Pisces, I'm a water sign, and she's
what the
everything.
Fuck does that have to do with anything? I'm a Pisces. I don't care about the water.
Well, I'm a Pisces Aries.
Whatever. Because any of that shit actually matters.
Matters to me.
Stop it. Anyway.
But yeah, I have like, everything notes. Remember we had a journal in high school?
I remember we had a camera.
Stop! We can't talk about that on this podcast. My mom might listen to
That's
this.
fine.
But we did stuff you're not supposed to do in high school with a camera, and we passed it back and forth to each other. It was not.
It's okay.
Age appropriate. But remember we had a journal and we would write notes to each other and like pass it back and forth.
A journal?
It wasn't like a journal, but it was like a book, and we would write things to each other. Like, I would take it and go to my class, and I would write you something, and then I would see you in the hall, and then give it to you, and then you would write something back to me. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
Because I have the pages of that, too. See, I call Dan a hoarder, but I'm like a hoarder with, like, cute stuff.
A hoarder of love.
I am. I'm a hoarder of love. You're a hoarder of things not of love.
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember the journal, no.
But you remember the camera.
Of course I remember the
You
camera.
little dirty man.
No, not even this one.
Me?
Yeah, this one.
It was not me.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
you.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. Trying to think of anything else we should...
Anyway, I looked this up on my phone that Dan just told me to put the phone down. But I looked it up. The statistics of high school relationships. And Google, which is...
They know all.
Yeah.
Right.
If I don't know something or somebody said doesn't know something, I just Google it and you'll figure it out. It's to quote, the majority of the time, high school relationships do not last, as only 2% of new marriages in North America are compromised.
Ooh, we do know one other people that were a high school couple.
Of High School Sweethearts, who?
That got married and are Ashley and Kevin.
Oh, forgot about Ashley and Kevin. Mm-hmm. But the fact that these relationships do not last until marriage is no sense means that they do not teach those involved valuable lessons. Now, what the hell does that mean? Meaning, like, you need to play the field? Is that what that means?
Maybe.
Because...
Maybe.
Listen, if I was dating right now, I would probably, like... lock myself in a closet.
Right now, you would not be dating.
With coronas.
Probably.
People are having like Zoom dates and stuff.
That's adorable.
That is cute.
It's cute.
See, people can still be romantic.
That's fair. It's fair.
I was trying to find like a BuzzFeed. For some reason, it didn't seem right to me. Quiz for you in like regards to like High School Sweethearts or something like that. But BuzzFeed totally was a downer and didn't have anything.
Fair enough. Is there anything else you would like to discuss about high school before we wrap this up?
Just that I love you.
Oh, that's so cute. 15 years later.
And I honestly don't know, can't really picture my life without you in it.
Well, it's really tough. I mean, think about this. We're 31 years old.
Yes.
We've been together for 15 years.
Yes.
So that means on our birthdays this year, we'll be 32.
You can count.
Right. And that means about this time next year, we will have spent half of our lives together.
Wow.
50% of our 32-year lives will be spent together.
I don't know how we haven't killed each other at this point.
I don't know how she hasn't killed me. Not the other way around. Just being real. Just being honest. But yeah, so that's a weird number in stat fact.
It is. Like, that's just...
I think I just blew her mind, by the way.
You did just blow my mind, because that's just crazy that...
50% of your life has been spent with me.
My God.
Think about that.
Hey.
You have almost spent more time with me than your own parents. That's actually not true because her parents live down the street and they're always here anyway.
They do.
So it's not true at all.
That is crazy to think about.
Yeah. So there you go.
But, hey.
Is it?
Wouldn't want to spend any half of my life with anybody else but you.
Yeah.
Oh, also, if you hear us in the podcast call each other by our nicknames, this was also started in high school.
That's a high school thing, yeah.
I called Dan Puffin.
Like the penguin.
But what gave me the idea was Girls Next Door. That reality show that Hugh Hefner had with
because they called him Puffin. That's right. I remember.
No, Holly, who was his main girl, called him Puffin.
Right. Yeah.
So sometimes I'll call him HR Puffin stuff.
I did not remember this until she just said it, but yeah.
Sometimes I'll call him Puffin Boo. Didn't I give you?
You gave me a Puffin penguin, and you named.
I did.
I don't remember what you named him though.
I think it was Puffin Boo.
Probably just Puffin. I don't remember.
But I'll call Dan Puffin Boo, HR Puffin stuff.
Asshole, shitbag.
But Dan calls me Squish or Squishy because
I shall call you Squishy.
When I tell people this story, they get offended.
You shall be my Squishy.
And I don't get I don't know. They get offended because they think it's in regards to like my weight, and I'm like, Dan's been calling me this for 15 years.
Yeah, not for nothing. You were.
Is that saying Finding Nemo is that old?
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, Dan calls me Squishy because of Finding Nemo, because of the little jellyfish that Marlin and Dory find. And they say, I shall call you Squishy.
Yeah.
And you shall be mine. You shall be my Squishy. I am his Squishy. So, we do...
Get offended. What the fuck?
I was offended that they were offended because they thought I should be offended. I'm like, what?
Fuck you.
Yeah, they really thought that it was like a poke at my weight.
That's bullshit.
I'm like, stop it.
Anyway. Is that all for episode 1?
I think so.
Alright. You want to give him a little spoiler for episode 2?
Episode 2? Dan is a hardcore gamer. He doesn't think he is, but he is. More so in the TCG realm, which is, for people who don't know, the card game.
Trading card game. She couldn't even get that right. She couldn't even get that right.
Trading card game.
Fuck.
So episode 2, a little teaser, is going to discuss...
It's really just going to be a giant hate bag.
No, it's
on
not.
Me. That's all this is.
It's going to discuss our relationship in regards to how it affects when his playing the games and the things that he does. We'll get more into that in the episode because he does a lot with in particular, if you can't see in the background, this camera's throwing me off. Transformers. They right behind us on a shelf.
You don't have to look at the camera. You just have to point to where it was. You didn't do it.
Transformers are right behind us. Dan plays Transformers TCG. But he has played many different ones in the past. He's played many computer games. So episode 2 is going to discuss our relationship in the gamer world.
I still don't know what that means.
Stay tuned.
Well, this was fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out and putting your phone down and listening to us. And I guess you can you can pick it back up now.
Wait, they have to have their phones to listen to us.
Well, they put your AirPods in, walk around, just saying.
Listen, not everybody does AirPods. Seth Rogen doesn't have AirPods.
Seth Rogen doesn't have AirPods. Facts. Disney sing-alongs. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you later.
Bye.